Now let's talk about this website tile. This is one of the most important and neatest and most powerful things that we have in this iDo, with it being powered by the cloud. With all the data that you have in this whole program that we've looked at so far, all of it is stored in the cloud. So it's really powerful, and that allows us to do this really neat feature, which is actually have a website for every event that you have. So right now we have this Bethany and Gregory cloud with the wedding event. That has its own website. If you look at the website, this is the way it looks. This is the default theme. This is the bride and groom and their wedding date and time, and this is that default post that we did. These pages are all web responsive, so it'll look good on like a tablet or a phone or a huge screen, and we're really excited about this. In it, you need to create your posts. So you're going to have primary posts and sidebar posts to fill up the screen. I'm going to talk about that, but again, let me just recap the website and the URL and what you get. Right here you can see it's a secure site, https idohq.com/BethanyandGregory/wedding. That is created by you. When you're in your cloud, I'm on the cloud screen, I'm going to edit it. This here is the Bethany and Gregory root URL, if you will. And then the other feature was done here. So this is the full website, idohq.com/BethanyandGregory/wedding. That is how we get to this website that you can send to your friends and family and whoever you wish. So, with that URL and with the ability for you to create posts, let's do that now. Let us first look at this existing post that we have, and it has a title of Welcome to Our Wedding Website. And you can see that we have this text here. It's called Markdown, which we'll talk about, and it creates this HTML for you auto-magically, and then you get the beautiful website that is this. So let's go back to this here. If we double click and edit it, what's neat about it is that you just type in plain text, and it creates this for you. Okay, so now let's do some little tricks that allow you to create a more rich and powerful site. So let's change this to say something different. Let's change this to say we're getting married. Okay, and as you type, you can see it updates this too. So let me do this. I'm going to copy some text here, and I'm going to paste it here just for speed purposes. And here I have just a sentence. We're excited for people to come. It creates a paragraph. This is a little tag. I'm showing it to you even though you may not need to see it. I'm just showing you what's happening. It's helpful for me, and it might be helpful for you as well. And the main beauty of it is, though, you're just typing this plain text and you're getting this, and the website will create it looking like this. Here's an example of the theme of our wedding is tropical. These two asterisks around the word tropical make it bold. These single asterisks around footwear is optional, so it says the theme of our wedding is tropical. Guests are encouraged to wear semi-casual attire for the oceanside ceremony and reception. Footwear is optional. So this creates an italic tag. So what we're going to do is I'm going to save this. We're going to go back to the website, and I'm going to refresh it. Here you see it says we're getting married. Here's the text. Here's the bold tropical, and here's the footwear is optional. Very cool. Let's go back. So let's learn some more. Let's add another post. Click on New. We'll select Post. We'll talk about quote and image later. Here we have another one. We're going to call this post Why Tropical. A little story as to how we met and why we're doing a tropical wedding. So I'm going to paste some text. This is just 3 separate paragraphs, and they appear as 3 paragraphs over here. Very nice. I'll go like this just to tidy it up a bit. And that's really nice. But what I'm also going to do is I'm going to go and add an image. So let's go upload. I have an image of us on a ski trip just to keep the theme going, and I'll say our wonderful ski trip in Vermont. Love it first ski. So click on save. This will upload the picture. We can select it. We can go insert, save. It's going to be published by default. If it's draft, it means it won't show on the website. Published does mean it's on the website. We'll hit save, and then we're going to hit this website thing. Here we are, and now here's our new post. Why Tropical, with these 3 paragraphs with an embedded image. Again, if it goes like this, you'll see it resize, and it looks real good. So let's get back to the program. Now let's work on a quote. To add a quote, we're going to click New Quote. I'll type a nice short and sweet one. Go like that, and we'll say Bob Marley. We're going to say it's published. We're going to put it in the sidebar. So we're going to check that. We're going to hit save. Here it is here. We're going to hit View Website. Now we have One Love, One Heart over here. Very cool. You go like this, snaps down at the bottom. That's the way the sidebar will work. It'll go down there. So it'll look like that on a tablet or phone. Go over here to our Chrome, and I'll refresh this. This is the Chrome browser. This is another very nice browser. Google Chrome is free and fast and cool. Looks very nice on this as well. So everything looks very perfect. So we have that. So now let's do another post. Now we'll do a new image post. Click on Insert Image. We'll do Upload. I have this one here called Reception. I'll just paste this text I have, the grounds of our ceremony and reception site. Here we are. We'll hit Save. It's uploaded. I'm going to select this and say Insert Image. And this is just an image post. This is just a little thumbnail. It's going to be published, and we'll just say in the normal primary column. So here it is. We will go back to our website here. We'll refresh it. And there you see the image here. We can go like this, though. We can say, I want this to be moved up. We'll click Move Up. So now it's here. And now when we go back to our post here and we refresh it, you can see now it's the second post in the feed. So now we have a normal post with text and markup, and we'll do some more markdown information on how to create these posts. We have a quote over here, and we have a straight image post, and we also have an image embedded in a post. So let's do some more. Let's do another post, and let's talk about doing some different stuff with Markdown. So here I'm going to call this directions. In here I'm just going to type in a 1 and a dot, and then just start typing text. Take the free airport shuttle to the ferry. I'm going to type in a 2 dot. Say take the free hotel shuttle from the ferry to the hotel. Easy is that. So now you can see it's created this list of items. We'll hit save. I'm going to hit sidebar first, then save. Hit view website, and there it is. So now we have directions over here. So that's that. So now let's do another one. So this is how to get numerical listed items in a post. Let's go back to our program. We'll do another post that's going to be in the sidebar. We'll call this local attractions. Over here we're just going to do bulleted items, and we create a bullet, a generic bulleted list of things that you do in Word or whatever program you use, but this is how you do it using Markdown in iDo to create this very nice HTML rich post. We'll do that, and what we're going to do here is each post for these local attractions, we're actually going to create a URL. And with Markdown, you do the following. You create 2 brackets, and you do 2 parentheses. Okay? In the brackets is where you're going to type some text. So we'll say lime in the coconut. I like that. And then in the parentheses is where you type in your website. This is a totally bogus website. It may exist though, and it probably does now that I'm thinking of it. But here's this. And so now this is lime in the coconut, and this in parentheses is the website. So I'm just going to save this real quick, and then we'll come back to it, just so we can see what it looks like. We'll view this, and here it is. So now this is now a link, and you can see in the bottom left over here, I'll hover again, it says limeinthecoconut.com. So now this is a link. So let's get back and make our post a little bit richer. I'll double click it. We'll do another, asterisk. We'll do these little things. We'll do brackets and then parentheses, and we'll call this trade wins, and we'll say the same thing. We'll do HTTPS just for fun. These websites are probably valid, but just bear with me. We'll do another one, and we'll call this go like that, parenthesis, and then say HTTPS like that. Okay, so now we have these links, and then after you can put stuff like this. You can say, watering hole. Here you can say, water sports, like that. We could do that and hit save, and then now we have this site. Let's get back to our nice site here. We'll refresh it, and now we have these links with the little extra text here. So it's a really quick way to do that feature. Links are very easy to do. And now let's dive into Markdown a little bit more, just so I can show you that what I'm doing. If you have any questions about it, there's a little link that we can quickly access it, and that link is on any post thing. It says this Markdown Help. We'll click on this, and you'll get taken to a custom Markdown page. This Markdown page, when you clicked on that link right here, gets launched, and it's on our website, and it's basically an overview of what Markdown is. It converts plain text into complex HTML. You can read this while you're at home. It's based off of this brilliant person who created it, and this is the link to the Markdown homepage and the interactive Markdown tutorial. So you can always go to that daringfireball.net site. It's the person who created it over here. John Gruber created this, so it's very helpful for a lot of people, and it's easy to use, and it's just plain text, and it converts to HTML. Very, very powerful. So on this page, it overviews headings. By creating a heading, you just put these little pound signs in front of it, and it creates this. So this is the Markdown, and this is the preview of what it would look like. Paragraph, you just simply write text. This is what you get. 2 paragraphs, this is what you get. Manual line breaks, talks about emphasis, block quotes, lists, numerical lists, horizontal rules, has links, and this is just a little element test to see all the different features. So you can always refer to this Markdown. I'll close everything. You can always refer to the Markdown, or how do I, create a nice looking page using this Markdown, by just clicking on this button right here. So that's just one click away. Again, you can change the order of these items by just doing move up or move down. We're almost near the end of this 15-minute YouTube video, so I'd like to end it on talking about this green, and if you press it, it turns into red. So it's either published as green and red is draft. When you do that, I'm going to turn off the directions and this image post. So when you go back to the website, you'll see the image went away and the directions went away. So it's just one click toggle, and you have quick access to modify the way that your site looks. So that's that. Next, we're going to talk on embedding maps and Twitter posts and videos and all that good stuff. So thank you, and see you soon.